For many people, including myself, there's almost no better way to understand a culture than through its food. And now Airbnb is making it easier than ever before. Joining us with a little more on what we're talking about here, Vice President and Head of Airbnb Experiences, Joe Jobat-Zadeh. Hey, Joe, good morning to you.
And thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. Well, you're in one of the culinary capitals of the United States, San Francisco, this morning. Airbnb is doing something new. It's a cooking experience. What is that?
Well, Airbnb Experiences launched a couple years ago. These are couple-hour activities that connect you to the culture. They're always hosted by someone who's a local, and they're different than booking a home. You can book them independently. And today we're launching Airbnb cooking experiences just in time for the holidays. And it's really all about that kind of family tradition where you make a meal together and then you eat a meal together. And it's a really great way to experience a local culture. And so you can make pasta with a grandma in Italy. You can make a bento box in Japan. And it's just a great way to just go deeper.
So when you are booking your travel, we're used to booking somewhere to stay with Airbnb. How does the meal tie into the experience? Do you actually reserve a reservation at a restaurant, or are you reserving making a meal with a family? How does this work?
So you go to our platform or airbnb.com/cooking. You see all of our cooking experiences, and they're 2 to 3 hours usually, and you just book it for the time that you want, and you show up like you would a restaurant, but it's not like a restaurant in that these are going to be incredibly unique settings, like historic mansions or secret gardens, or in some cases, someone's home. And for example, in the case of making pasta with grandma, we'll be in a medieval village outside of Rome, and you'll spend a few hours there cooking together and then eating together. And throughout the whole activity, you'll learn so much more depth about how pasta is made and ingredients, and even stories from grandma's childhood about how she learned how to make pasta.
Oh my gosh. Well, certainly if you have access to actual local grandmas, your experience is going to be even that more authentic. So Joe, we're looking at a photo in back of you that could be people dining al fresco maybe in Europe. It also might even be Napa Valley, just north to where you are right now. What are some of the locations that you're most excited about? I mean, practically everywhere in the globe offers good food. So the possibilities seem to be endless to me.
Well, we have over 3,000 of these cooking experiences, and they represent over 75 countries, and you can find them everywhere. And yes, that is Nonna Narina behind me, who's our famous cooking grandma. In fact, we have an army of grandmas all across Italy. But there's also some really unique ones. So in Los Angeles, you can learn how to cook with bugs. Or in Lisbon, we have a former professional wrestler turned drag queen who hosts a drag queen cooking party every week, and everybody gets dressed up and cooks together. It's just a lot of fun. Okay,
if you tie in drag costumes now, now I'm really interested. This is amazing. You're having a contest too, because this could get competitive. If you have Nonas all across Italy participating, you're looking for the 100 best home cooks. What is that search all about?
Yeah, well, everyone can apply who is a cook or has some cooking experience and has a great recipe to see if they should be a chef on our platform. But on top of that, we're launching a very special search for the 100 best homegrown cooks.
Yes.
And these are people like your friends that might be really good at cooking, or maybe even yourself. You want to nominate yourself. And if you're selected, you'll get an all-expenses-paid trip to Italy to learn how to perfect your family recipe at a University of Gastronomy, alongside famous celebrity chef David Chang.
Joe, I think I'm going to call my mom. She could be a contender for this on her farm in Washington
Absolutely,
State.
You should nominate your mom.
Oh my gosh, this is truly exciting. Joe Bot, great to talk to you this morning, my friend.
Great talking to you too.
All right, taste the world with the help of Airbnb. You can just head over to the website. It's right there on your screen. You can get a little more information about that. Sounds like a good trip waiting to happen, guys. Airbnb, proud sponsor of the Morning Blend.